We are investigating this case as the third homicide in our city.
Right now at 5, the latest from a homicide investigation on Madison's northeast side.
Also, it's another campaign stop for Donald Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance. He stopped in Milwaukee today. We'll recap the visit.
And bringing more attention to Madison's housing crisis, how the housing challenges in the city are especially difficult for retirees. You're watching News Tree Now at 5. One person is dead, another in custody today after an alleged homicide on Madison's northeast side.
Officers arrested 42-year-old Terrence Davis this morning after he turned himself in to police. Our Maddie Heimsch was on the scene today, and she joins us now from the newsroom with the latest. Maddie?
Yeah, Susan, Eric, like you said, Davis now arrested on charges of first-degree intentional homicide and felon in possession of a firearm, turned himself into police just before 9 this morning. He told police he had injured the victim overnight and believed she was likely dead. This led police to the victim's apartment where they found her body. Police Chief Sean Barnes says the death is a result of domestic violence.
What we know is that the two were involved in a domestic relationship, and at some point, an argument ensued and he injured this person. The medical examiner will determine, of course, the cause and manner of death of this person who is deceased. She is deceased behind us.
This is the third homicide reported in Madison this year. Barnes says the suspect is cooperating with police throughout the investigation. He's currently booked in the Dane County Jail. We'll continue to provide updates on this ongoing investigation right here on News 3 Now and on channel3000.com. In the meantime, Chief Barnes says the Madison Police Department is currently restructuring their investigative services to provide more support to victims of domestic violence.
Maddie, thank you. Domestic violence, of course, is a sensitive subject, one that victims can have a hard time speaking about. But there is help in Madison. The Domestic Abuse Intervention Services, or DAYS, located on the north side, has crisis specialists for anyone looking for help.
So to just be able to talk through with somebody who's not going to be judgmental, we don't have an agenda for somebody when they call us. We want to help them achieve safety in whatever way that looks like for them.
That is DAYS Executive Director Shannon Berry. If you are a victim of domestic abuse or know someone, you can call their hotline at 608-251-4445 or text them at 608-420-4638. Both of those numbers are available 24 hours a day.
3 Baraboo police officers are under administrative investigation following allegations that they were affiliated with a drug dealer.
Armand Rahman joins us now with the details. Armand?
Eric and Susan, authorities have not released the names of the police officers. Now, this all started earlier this week when Sauk County deputies executed 3 different search warrants in the Baraboo area in connection with an ongoing investigation into the distribution of cocaine and other drugs. Sauk County deputies arrested a 37-year-old man from Baraboo on Tuesday. They found drugs, guns, and other evidence during those 3 searches. On the same day, Baraboo Police Chief Rob Sinden was told that 3 Baraboo officers were allegedly affiliated with that man. As a result of the allegations, an administrative investigation is underway, and 1 officer was placed on administrative leave. Now, the Wisconsin DOJ's Department of Criminal Investigation is also looking into the alleged drug sales. We're not naming the suspect because he has not been formally charged.
Armand, thank you. More local news. 4 people and their pets are without a home this evening after a possible electrical fire. Madison crews were called to Balsam Road near Meadowood Park on the city's west side just before noon today. After a resident woke up to the sound of an alarm, the person grabbed their dogs and evacuated the building. A bird also was rescued from the unit and was unharmed. The Madison Fire Department investigation team says several electronics and cords were found near the area where that fire started, believing a cause could be a short one of the electrical components. Damages are estimated at $75,000. Again, no injuries were reported.
The armed person who moved toward Fitchburg police, resulting in an officer firing their gun at them, has died. According to the Department of Justice, the 28-year-old man died at a hospital yesterday afternoon. You'll recall it was Monday when police were called to the Whispering Pines condominiums after a 911 hang-up. Officers allegedly found a couple having a fight. Police say the man was armed with a knife and charged at officers, at which point 1 officer fired his gun and struck the man.
Time now to get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us live tonight. He's at Blues Fest down in Mineral Point. Alex, how are things looking?
Eric, things are beautiful actually here in Mineral Point. We've been dodging a couple of showers. Those showers have since moved off to the east, and we're not even 2 hours away for the calm before the show at Mineral Point's Blues and Roots Festival. Started in 2019. They had a brief break during COVID in 2020, but they're excited to bring on 6 bands over the course of the next 2 days. 2 bands tonight, expecting upwards of 500 to 600 people after 7 o'clock. Quiet here on the stage right now, but it's not going to be quiet in just a couple of hours. Let's take a look at Future Track right now to show where those showers and thunderstorms are across southern Wisconsin. Here in southwestern Wisconsin, we've had a few showers that we've been dodging here in Mineral Point, but as we go towards that 7, 8 o'clock, Madison and points to the east will have the better chances for those showers and storms. And as we get a little bit later into the evening, 9, 10 o'clock, they push over towards Lake Michigan. That leaves southwestern Wisconsin pretty much high and dry for a good show this evening here in central Iowa County. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to talk to Justin O'Brien. He's got a great story of how the Blues Festival came to be here in Mineral Point. It's a connection between the Historical Society, which their building is right behind the camera here, and Justin has a great story to share. More on that in a few minutes.
Looking forward to that, Alex. Thank you. VP nominee J.D. Vance was back here in Battleground, Wisconsin today, thanking officers for supporting the Trump-Vance campaign.
Tanisha Shaw was in Milwaukee and spoke to a local sheriff who got to speak with the VP nominee during a private roundtable.
Senator Vance is visiting Wisconsin again. The VP nominee hosted a roundtable before speaking to the media.
We did a little roundtable, and behind us, I didn't actually notice it until I got up and stood and looked at it, were all of these photos of fallen heroes across the state of Wisconsin, people in law enforcement who had given their life for public safety. And I think the most important way to honor their sacrifice is to make the job of their brothers and sisters in arms easier, right?
The Dodge County Sheriff was also in attendance. He told me that he's seen the fentanyl problem firsthand.
We've had other drugs that we've had to deal with, but fentanyl has just increased tremendously over the last couple of years to a point where we have overdose deaths like we haven't seen before. You look in our county, we have about 25 to 30 overdose deaths in a year.
Sheriff Smith also told me in nearby counties like Milwaukee and Waukesha, those numbers can get into the hundreds. After Senator Vance's visit, the MPA endorsed the Trump-Vance campaign.
That was our Tanisha Shaw reporting. This is Vance's second time in Wisconsin this month. Vice President Harris is expected to visit Milwaukee this upcoming Tuesday.
With the primaries out of the way earlier this week, now the race is truly on for candidates to keep hitting the campaign trail and raise funding for ads and events leading up to Election Day. 3rd Congressional District candidate Rebecca Cook says she's raised over $200,000 in the first 24 hours after winning the Democratic primary. This is in the 3rd Congressional District. Cook says her average donation was about $63 and has raised $2 million since July 24th. She'll face off against Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden in November. Van Orden has $2.4 million in the bank following the end of the pre-primary period.
The Madison Housing Coalition is kicking off Housing Week tomorrow. The week is an effort to bring awareness to state and citywide housing issues.
Our Ellie La Liberté breaks down what some of those issues are.
The city's housing crisis can make it hard to find accommodations and can raise prices. Madison has a vacancy rate of roughly 3.6%, and for some context, a healthy rate is 5%. One demographic that is impacted by the lack of housing is retirees. A survey from the American Association of Retired Persons found that 96% of respondents said staying in their homes is important. However, that can mean 1 or 2 people take up a larger home. One recommendation is using middle housing.
They're all fit at neighborhood scale. They're not these large, 100-unit buildings. They're all really meant to fit into the neighborhoods, and we just haven't seen them a lot built, or if any, since 1940.
Some of the events that are taking place this week include meetings on housing equity, a walking tour of some multi-unit housing, and a Q&A on creating affordable housing. Organizers of the Housing Week say Dane County could be facing a housing shortage of almost 140,000 units by 2040.
Ellie, thank you. You can find more information on the events at MadisonHousingWeek.com. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington returns next with your complete forecast. See if more storms will be popping up.
And we're wrapping up our joint effort with the Boys and Girls Club to help stuff the bus to get school supplies to kids who need them. Our Brady Mallory joins us with the latest update next.
Now the market's closing the week on an up note with the Dow adding 97 points and NASDAQ up 37, S&P 500 gains 11, and we'll be right back.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Don't let an appliance breakdown break you down. Shop Brothers Main's super in-stock selection from brands like GE Appliances with support stirred into every purchase. Whether replacing or remodeling, we've got you covered. Brothers Main. Feel like family.
Chain link is out and aluminum is in this season. These aluminum fences are not only beautiful and durable, but backed by a lifetime warranty too. Act fast. Revamp is offering $1,000 off a qualified purchase plus a free single gate. Scan the code, check us out online, or give us a call for your free quote today.
I became a nurse to make lives better. Today, that's hard to do because of the open border. I've seen firsthand the damage that Kamala Harris caused as our country's borders are. Hospitals everywhere are overwhelmed, and American patients are paying the price. My patients are covering the healthcare costs for people here illegally while their own care is jeopardized. Kamala Harris is weak and dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's the back-to-school sale at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Uncrustables, just $2.48. Lunchables or P3, just 99 cents. Basket and bushel mandarins, just $2.99 for a 3-pound bag. Hy-Vee split top bread, just $1.28. Kraft singles, just $1.99. Hy-Vee cereal, just 99 cents. Save big during the back-to-school sale, in-store and online this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Hi there. Brad Beasley and my daughter Marlene are here for Tundraland.
It's back to school time, and together we can help Wisconsin kids in need.
We call it Bath to Backpack.
With your help, Tundraland will donate 1 backpack filled with school supplies to a local student for every appointment this month.
And for a limited time, you get free installation, no payments for a full year, and free upgraded fixtures.
We all win.
Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND or go to tundraland.com today.
800-TUNDRALAND. Tundraland.com. A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Coming up at 6:03, Baraboo officers are under investigation. How drugs are playing a role.
We're here in Chicago ahead of next week's Democratic National Convention. Now, coming up tonight, we sit down with one of the Wisconsin delegates who will be at the United Center behind me.
News 3 Now brings you team coverage from the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. We'll talk to delegates about the issues that matter right here in Wisconsin. Campaign 2024 DNC coverage live from Chicago, starting Monday on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It's the final push for the News 3 Now Back to School drive.
We're partnering with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County to stuff the bus, filling the school bus with donated school supplies. Our Brady Mallory was at Metcalf's at Hilldale, had a final update.
Well, here's something I haven't done in a while. I have my backpack. I am getting off the bus. It's really giving me flashbacks to my own school days. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to look forward to show you how you can help kids in our community have the best school year ever this upcoming year. And we've been doing that with our Stuff the Bus campaign with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. And right now I have Renee Sigel here to tell me how the campaign's gone so far.
Hi, Brady. The campaign has started off great. We actually are on the final day, and every seat besides 2 rows are filled in this bus.
How does that make you feel?
It's so exciting. It really is evident that our community is stepping up, and they're willing and wanting to help our kids have a successful school year.
And I can't believe it. We're already wrapping this up, and it's been a very successful campaign, like you've mentioned. And here's one of the donations. What do we have in there?
Well, it looks like we have a pretty awesome backpack. Yeah.
I promise I won't take it.
And it's kind of heavy, so let's just see what's inside.
It's full of all sorts of good stuff.
Oh, here we go, the zipper.
See, this is how you know it's secure.
Wow, there is some really great stuff in here. We got some highlighters and some pens, some notebooks, and also, hand sanitizer.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have that. We got some pencils and some chalk, so some great supplies in there.
Yeah, what does it mean to you to see the kids who receive these school supplies, and I bet they're just so happy. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it is amazing. I know there are a lot of back-to-school drives that are happening in the community right now, so really encouraging our youth and families to take advantage of those opportunities. Our back-to-school drive and open house will be next Thursday, August 22nd, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at any one of our local clubs here in Dane County.
And if people missed out on this, how can they help moving forward?
Yeah, well, if they want to beat the raindrops, they can run down here really quickly and fill up those last few seats. Another option is a financial donation through our website, as well as dropping off any supplies that you might still want to donate at any one of our clubs, again, here in Dane County.
And lastly, when you see people in the community step up to donate, to help out, and many of them might not even have kids, but they just want to help other kids, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, people want students to be successful. They are our future, and if you're unable to give financially, also giving through time and your talent is also a great way to make sure our youth is that they're successful.
All right, thank you very much for all that you do. All right, and if you missed this and if you didn't write any of this information down, just go to our website, channel3000.com. You can find all the information there, and it's raining, so I'm going to hop back on the bus. Bye. Come on in.
Brady looks like a kid again getting
Yes,
on
he
the bus,
does.
doesn't he? Well, we'll see if those showers will hold off for Blues Fest down in Mineral Point. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has the forecast. Alex?
Hey, Eric. Hey, Susan. Hey, Southern Wisconsin. Here in Mineral Point, I'm joined with Justin O'Brien. Blues Fest starts here in about a little bit under 2 hours. I understand the first Blues Fest was in 2019. Tell us how that all came to be with the Historical Society.
Well, I'd moved here from Chicago, and one of my best friends who I knew from Chicago was with the Historical Society. And as a fundraising idea, he suggested a blues festival. Could I help? I said, absolutely, that would be a great idea. So it took some organizing, but we pulled it off. It started with just a one-day festival that year. And this is our 5th annual now.
And you're no stranger to blues. I understand you have a history with blues. Tell us a little bit about that, too.
Yes, well, ever since high school, I've loved blues music and was involved with the music scene in Chicago for years. I played amateurishly with several bands and wrote for Living Blues magazine, still contribute after 40-some years. And I've done liner notes and different things, blues connected, and still love it. And I'm glad I could bring music here.
And we have 6 bands, I understand. Can you tell us a few of the bands that we're going to hear this weekend?
Yes, today we have Dig 3, which is Chicago connected, but also one of the members is from Indiana, Chesterton, Indiana. They're a wonderful trio, interesting, heavy on the groove. And the headliner tonight will be Cheryl Youngblood, who's having a terrific year. She was originally a gospel singer and a drummer, and she started her own band 10 years ago. And this year she has been to Estonia, Latvia, and Mumbai, India. So she's really on a roll, and I'm so thrilled that we could get her here because she's really going places. Tomorrow we're going to have a band that has Mineral Point and Madison roots. Los Bad Hombres will be here to start the show. Followed by Melody Angel, who's an up-and-coming star from Chicago, a guitar-slinging, wonderful young woman who's also very involved with social activism. And her third album, She Black, is very focused on social activism, and she's an amazing performer, and she will be better known and be headlining at another festival very soon, I'm sure. I'm sorry we didn't have that opportunity this year. We will have local heroes, the Reverend Raven and the Chain-Smoking Altar Boys with West Side Andy from Madison playing here, and they are, of course, road warriors from playing all over the Midwest. And the headliner will be Breezy Rodeo, who is originally from Italy, who moved here 20 years ago to study Chicago blues and soul, and mastered it, I must say. And he is performing here with Joe Barr, a wonderful soul singer who is, I understand, sort of come out of retirement just to do this gig. And I'm just so thrilled we could bring him here.
Well, Justin, thank you so much for all of the efforts bringing blues to Mineral Point, Wisconsin. Jam-packed weekend of music here tonight and on Saturday. And I put in a good weather order for you. We had those showers earlier, and we can take a look at Future Track right now. Those showers will be moving out of the area as we get towards that important time, 7, 8 o'clock. They'll be pushing off towards the east of Madison as we get towards that 9, 10 o'clock hour. We can't rule out a strong thunderstorm as we do still have a bit of heat and humidity, especially for areas from Madison and points off. towards the east. And briefly here, traffic, things are going A-OK on the Beltline. We're taking a peek, doing just fine down by Janesville at 70 miles per hour and up to the northwest. Up near Wisconsin Dells, we got speed limits going at 72. So Eric, Susan, with regards to the traffic, I think folks should turn around and come down here to Mineral Point.
There you go, smooth sailing. Alex, thank you. Still ahead, the story of a young Arkansas boy overcoming seizures to chase his firefighting dreams. The story coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Kamala Harris has spent decades fighting violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels and jailed gang members for smuggling weapons and drugs across the border. As vice president, she backed the toughest border control bill in decades. And as president, she will hire thousands more border agents and crack down on fentanyl and human trafficking. Fixing the border is tough. So is Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Now at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. Design your door your way or choose from our in-stock selection. Get an 11% rebate on all Mastercraft doors. Refresh your space with stylish sheet vinyl. It's waterproof and features a durable wear layer for busy households. Engaged sheet vinyl flooring is 69 cents a square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Not everyone knows us, but in southern Wisconsin, Illinois, and eastern Indiana, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no-interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year, so visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
News 3 Now, in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, is collecting school supplies for area students, and we need your help. Drop off school supplies at any of our Dane County locations from now until August 16th, or make a monetary donation at channel3000.com. Thank you for helping hundreds of youth by making a generous donation to the News 3 Now Back to School Supply Drive. Sponsored by Metcalf's Market, Lamer's Bus Line, and Midwest Financial Group.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
We know the fentanyl coming from Mexico and China is a threat here in Wisconsin.
It's why Tammy Baldwin is working to stop it.
And Tammy passed the bipartisan Fend Off Fentanyl Act.
It takes on the Mexican cartels and the fentanyl coming from China.
And Tammy Baldwin voted 32 times to strengthen our border.
32 times to increase border patrols.
And technology to keep illegal drugs out. Because Senator Baldwin knows
keeping us safe is her first priority.
Tell Tammy Baldwin to keep securing our borders.
Welcome back. An 11-year-old Arkansas boy is turning his dreams into reality, spending a day with his local fire department after overcoming years of debilitating seizures.
How this young firefighter is sparking joy and inspiration in his community.
Engine 1 respond. Fire 11 Avenue.
He lives this. I mean, at home, he lives as if he's one of the guys. He's a rookie. We tell him he's a rookie right now, but he lives it. He wants to know everything about what they do.
With the help of the Springdale Fire Department, 11-year-old Adam Leach had the opportunity to hang out with some of the city's bravest, and he fit right in.
And this kid, he has really fought, and he's shown bravery through his journey, trying to get better, not for only himself, for his family as well. And I mean, for everything that kid has gone through, I mean, it's a great day when I could see a smile on a kid's face like that. We get to make his day.
When Adam was just 5 years old, he began having constant seizures, causing him to spend days on end in the hospital.
He had thousands. thousands of seizures, and on a good day, it was hundreds. If he had them every 2 or 3 minutes, that was a good day. So he's missed his first 4 year, kindergarten through third grade. He has missed all of that because he wasn't able to do much. So now we're playing catch up.
Adam's family says he had a severe form of epilepsy, and after years of trying to find a solution, one finally came at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital in Memphis in the form of a craniotomy.
They did a resection. They took a cutie size orange out, and from the moment he woke up from surgery, it was as if it was a nap. He never had another seizure. Today marks 18 months of seizure freedom. So this is a celebration.
After meeting the Springdale Fire Department at National Night Out, the department knew they had to give Adam the opportunity of a lifetime.
This is amazing. We gotta let him come to the fire station, kind of come check things out, and he is a fighter. And that's being a firefighter. You got to have bravery. You got to do stuff that you're uncomfortable with doing sometimes to help the public out.
And while Adam continues to make up for lost time, his family says that whether it's firefighting or surgery, Adam is fearless through it all.
Way to go, Adam. That is an inspiration. We'll wrap up this newscast on this Friday afternoon right after this.
We're often asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices?
The answer is yes. The call, the consultation, free. You pay nothing until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One size rarely fits all. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality name brand jeans and pants. We're so confident we have the right brand, style, and fit for you that we'll give you a free $5 Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card for every pair you buy. Like men's or women's Ariat jeans. Get an extra $30 gift card for every $150 Ariat purchase. And men's Rustler jeans, just $15.99. Find your perfect pair of jeans for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Sanctuary cities protect illegal immigrant criminals from being deported, like an illegal immigrant arrested for battery in Madison. Instead of being deported, he was released and went on to assault several more women, including a 13-year-old girl. Senator Tammy Baldwin voted 9 times to support federal funding for sanctuary cities that release dangerous illegals back onto our streets. And Baldwin voted for amnesty for 11 million illegals, including criminals. Tell Senator Baldwin, stop protecting illegal immigrants and start protecting Wisconsin.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, during Toyota's national sales event, you can lease a new Tacoma for $349 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new Tundra.
Come in today. Ooh, like
Toyota, let's go places.
Update your floors with no interest for 12 months with Empire today. Getting new floors for your whole house has never been easier. That's no interest for 12 months on carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate, as many rooms as you want. With no interest for 12 months, you can enjoy the floors of your dreams today. Schedule your free in-home estimate at EmpireToday.com and enjoy no interest for 12 months.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, watch out.
The insurance company is going to ask you to sign some papers. Don't do it.
Don't trust the insurance company after your accident. You can miss out on what you really deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, Vice President Kamala Harris unveils her economic agenda in her first detailed policy speech. Among the promises, subsidies for first-time homebuyers, an expanded child tax credit, and the first ever federal ban on price gouging at the grocery store. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And we'll be back in 30 minutes for News Tree now at 6. The very latest updates. Stay with us. CBS Evening News is next.